popular umbrella story. It's called Things to Say. Anthony lingered as long as possible to vape outside Boston's South Street bus terminal. That would calm him on the New York-bound bus until his first stop in Hartford. Then he could dash out, vape, and tame the jitters that shattered his ongoing drug recovery. Hold on between stops, he vowed. He wished he could talk to somebody, but everybody steered clear of him. Waiting to board, he surveyed the travelers. A young priest pecked at his phone. Anthony dubbed him Padre. Another man in jeans and an Izod shirt read Fortune magazine. He became Golfer. Drizzle came down as the bus left Boston. As the vaping wore off, Anthony walked to the bus's bathroom to splash water on his face and wait until the shakes subsided. Going down the aisle, he noticed Padre and Golfer had adjacent assigned seats. They both retrieved reading material and, in the way that men do, ignored each other. Golfer read Accounting Today. Padre concentrated on what looked like an annual report. After his third trip, Anthony screwed up his courage and stopped to talk to them. "Excuse me," he asked, "are you finance guys?" he asked. "I see what you're reading," rain drummed on the windows. "I do business development for an accounting firm," Golfer said, introducing himself as Jason. "Got to keep up with the literature." "I'm a bean counter for the Bridgeport Diocese," said Padre, whose name was Father Scott. He showed Jason and Anthony a numbers-heavy report for diocese financial managers. "We could use some help straightening out our books." "Cool," said Anthony, scurrying back to his seat, exhausted by the conversational effort. Some passengers exited at Hartford to buy snacks as the bus idled. Anthony stood under the open-sided bus shelter, bouncing from foot to foot. Rain was soaking his faded shirt. "That poor guy looks like a drowned rat," Jason told Scott. Fishing an umbrella from his backpack, he walked out. "Hey, here's an umbrella," said Jason. "Can I use it?" Anthony asked, admiring its corporate logo. "Miserable night to be outside." "Yeah, but I got a vape. It keeps me from shaking." The man relaxed as he puffed. They huddled together. "You and the priest, you've got good careers. Sales, finance, we were talking shop." "I got an accounting degree from Fordham." "Crazy, right?" "Not at all. Fordham's got a great accounting program." "Don't I know it? I worked for a small firm and studied for the CPA. Tough test." "Challenging. Did you take it?" "I passed the first three parts, then this." Anthony pulled up his frayed shirt sleeve to reveal a row of faded needle tracks on his arm, as straight as a column of numbers on a spreadsheet. "I screwed up, but I've been in rehab getting clean. I live with my sister in Brooklyn. I attend 12-step meetings. Seeing Accounting Today brought me back to before all that." "I have back issues of it I can give you," said Jason. "Gentlemen," they heard. Scott had exited the bus with his own umbrella. "I see you're in conversation. Might I join you? I need some fresh air." For the first time, Anthony smiled. "Join the crowd, Padre. We're talking about the IRS." Scott laughed. "I study the tax code like my scholastic colleagues study the Bible." "The Bible, yeah," said Anthony. "Gotta love that higher power, you know." "Indeed," Scott said. "You're doing the right thing." Inside, Anthony settled into an empty seat across from them, and they talked about audits, fraud, and financial controls. They huddled under two umbrellas at New Haven's Union Station, its lights shimmering in the rain as Anthony vaped. Scott exited in Bridgeport, where he handed Anthony his business card. "Fordham grad, I like the sound of that," he said. "Come say hello. The church's doors are always open." Anthony and Jason chatted on the road to White Plains. Engaging conversation and the murmur of the rain calmed Anthony, and the restroom trip ceased. He looked thoughtful when Jason rose to leave. "I like talking business with you. You got me thinking about work," Anthony said. "I'm glad you and Scott reached out to me. Most people like through me, but you noticed. And I got things to say." They shook hands as Jason hefted his backpack. "You're getting there, Anthony, one day at a time. These are for you." He handed Anthony issues of Accounting Today and his umbrella. And this is based on a trip I took before I started the class. It really is. I really did take a bus trip on a rainy night from Boston to White Plains, and there really was a priest on the bus, and there was somebody who fit the description of Anthony. So And I work for an accounting firm, so
So yours is fiction too.
lightly fictionalized. And I do get accounting today.